Frampton actually looked really good in this fight. He came out wanting just to walk through this kid. He thought it would be in addition to being an easy fight, he just wanted to just overstimulate the American audience and just wow everybody. And he also knew that um, Santa Cruz was sitting front row, and he wanted to make a great impression on him. Um, that's what I thought. But Frampton is durable. He's strong, low center of gravity, and he has a hell of a jab. And it's just amazing when you have these fundamentals, how successful you can be. Um, I actually enjoyed him. I thought the first knockdown was just him being off balance, and I saw him look at the ref, and he winked his eye at his corner, but I didn't see no issue with that. But the right one, when they hit him right on the left side of it was a right hook or something like that on the left side of his temple. I thought that one was a clear knockdown, but it's just amazing. Al Heyman has small, medium, and large in boxing. He has the welterweight division. He has these 122, 126 fighters, and he has Deontay Wilder as a WBC champion. And if Tyson Fury upsets Klitschko, Tyson Fury comes to Vegas in February, March for a big fight, and I think that Deontay Wilder can beat Tyson Fury. I'm not sure if he can beat Klitschko. So if you're an Al Heyman fan, you have to hope that Klitschko has an off night on October 24th. But getting back to Frampton, um, just very impressed, man. It's just amazing how dedicated you have to be to this sport, because a 10-7, I don't know how the 10-7 round kind of reminded me of Pacquiao Marquez, right? I believe Marquez was knocked down in the first round, and and Marquez had to win one round at a time, and I believe he got the decision or it was a draw. Forgive me for forgetting the final outcome, but very impressed. I can't wait to see what happens next. I didn't hear the interview, so I'm not sure if he called out the winner of Mares and Santa Cruz, but man, I actually think it may be too tight of a window, but if I'm Al Heyman, because he's a no name and he's an action fighter, you might want to throw him on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather on September 12th. The window may be a little bit too small, 6 weeks, 5 weeks. I'm not sure if Frampton can make that turnaround, because it was a 12 round fight, and he took some punishment, and you don't know what the inside of the body looks like at the end of a fight. So um, I'm excited for Frampton. Woo wee! Frampton 21-0, tough kid. Um, he can take some punishment, but more importantly, he can take the punishment. His will, you know, it could have been easy for him to try and swing for home runs at the being down 10-7. I'm not. I would equate that to being down two touchdowns at the end of the first quarter, or being down, I would say, 13 points at the end of the first quarter if you're playing basketball, somewhere in there. You know, it's a tough mountain to climb. You got to win 3 rounds, and you have 11 rounds to do it. You have to outpoint this guy. 6 rounds of 3, I think, gets you a draw. So you actually, forgive me for that's bad math, but you guys understand what I'm talking about. But Frampton, where does he go from here? I mean, I would call out the winner of Mares, Santa Cruz, you know, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and I think he would beat uh, both of them rather easy. Not be, I think he's a better boxer than Mares, and I know he would just walk through Santa Cruz just based off of this performance. This was actually my first live fight seeing Frampton. I've seen him on YouTube, but I'm excited for Frampton's career. Uh, he needs to work on his. He comes forward a little bit too much. He has to move his head a little bit more. He got to feint a little bit more, but he felt Gonzalez diminishing in the second half of the fight, so he just began to walk him down behind his jab. But I'm excited. Al Heyman man has so many fighters. 122, 126 division, between 140 and 154, he got it locked up. And in heavyweight division, and if Adonis Stevenson can upset Kovalev, whew, and you got to go through Al Heyman to get everything, because if Deontay Wilder can find a way to upset Klitschko or Tyson Fury, all roads lead to Al Heyman, no matter who you are in boxing. You're gonna have to come down or move up in weight to get a big paycheck. Top Rank is holding on with Crawford and Timothy Bradley, and Golden Boy has Canelo, and Rock Nation has Andre Ward. Oh, and Triple G. But outside of that, man, you got to go through Al Heyman. So Al Heyman is probably banking on these big fights coming up that he can get some upsets. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's happening next. I love the fact that we're getting boxing every week. We got Chavez tonight, and then next week we have Kovalev, and Al Heyman has a card over in Vegas as well. But I'm excited to see what happens. But this is Barbershop Conversations. I appreciate you guys for supporting me thus far, and expect bigger and better things in the future. Again, Frampton wins impressively, down 10-7 after the first round, and comes back and just obliviates Gonzalez. And Gonzalez has a chance to be good, but it's going to take some time from him. His body is not mature yet, so his skill level is there, but his body is just not there yet. So I expect Gonzalez to be there in 2 or 3 years. But right now, it's Frampton's, Rigondeaux, Lomachenko, Mares, and Santa Cruz. Man, we got some big fights coming up. I don't know if Al Heyman wants to give Bob Arum any money, So I wouldn't expect a Lomachenko fight to fight anybody in the Al Heyman camp. So you just got to hope that Rigondeaux wins, so we can get this round robin stuff going. Because I think Rigondeaux is going to sign with Al Heyman if this fight after the Lomachenko fight. But anyways, thank you guys again for tuning in. Frampton is impressive. The last 11 rounds had a terrible first round, one of the worst first rounds you can possibly have in terms of points, and he comes back victorious on all 3 judges' scorecards. So we have to wait to see what happens at 122, 126. I'm just excited as you guys are. So we'll see what happens next. Thanks, guys.